ठीक है. So I think in the last class we had stopped at in the last class I think we had stopped at. Acha, I have not shared this board also. I'll do that. Yeah. So मैं कहाँ था? We had started other data types. उसमें we had finished numeric types, and then we were in the process of sort of we had started with sequence types. That is the data types which fall in the same family. That is the sequence under built-in types. Okay. And why they are called sequence types? Because all these sequence types are indexed. Whatever comes first gets filled first. Then whatever comes next will always be there in the next from the beginning. ठीक है, इस तरह करके लाइन में they are just coming one after the other in the position in the memory location. So that's why they are indexed or they are positioned in a particular sequence. So they are called the sequence types. ठीक है, यहाँ तक हमने देखा. Then we had started the discussion of strings. मतलब first member of the sequence types में we had started with strings, and in that we had seen anything which comes within single, double, or triple quotes as a string, right? Then features we had started. So what is concatenation? Merging of two strings to produce a new string. इसका example भी हमने देखा है यहाँ पे. Then there is replication. Replication means multiplying a string with an integer to form a new string. जैसे कोई भी string है उसको 4 से multiply करोगे, it will give you a single string that being repeated one after the other. So this was the point where we stopped in the features of string data type, which is also sequence type. Okay. So continuing from this point, we'll start the today's discussion. Okay. Revision class 27. And then, yes, Saurav, good morning. Revision class 27, and today is 29 December. सौरभ, तुम अभी तक नहीं भेजे हो अपना प्रोजेक्ट का कॉपी? It's high time. Anyways. So we were discussing data types. Within the data types, we were there in the sequence types. And within the sequence types, we were discussing strings, and within strings, we were discussing the features of strings. So, features of strings. So, we had started with the first feature. The first feature was concatenation. Concatenation. Then we had repetition. Repetition or replication. We had already discussed these two in the last class. Okay, so third feature will be, okay, third feature is your indexing. Indexing. Okay. In indexing, so indexing, what do we mean by indexing? Like we had seen in the definition, indexing is all the data types, all the values in the particular data. For example में अगर मान लो hello है, so why they are called sequence? They are indexed. That means all the individual characters have particular positional values or place values. मतलब क्या, इस data type में whichever has come first will be at the 0th index, whichever will come next, जो next character होगा that will be at the first index. Remember indexing में जो मैं बोल रहा हूं, that means just a minute. So let me choose some other color for this other example. Okay, so when we say for example 0 1 2 3 4, yeah, so remember, point to remember here is let's take white. Remember so what is to be remembered here? Indexing starts from which position? From 0 and ends at किस पोजीशन पे एंड करता है? ends at बताओ. It's very simple. Yes, Saurabh.
len n-1.
Nobody knows the answer. Last क्या होगा? Last index. What will be the last index?
Sir, len n-1.
Come on, थोड़ा बताओ. len of a n-1. ये क्या लिख रहे हो विष्णुप्रिया? What are you writing? Ends at length of string. Where? हाँ ठीक है. Now you are correct. Length of string minus 1. Okay, so length of string minus 1. So how do you find the length of string? Length of string can be found by len, and you can write n where n is a string, where n is a string. ठीक है, तो एक और चीज उसमें देख लेते हैं. तो लेट्स से if this concept is clear, can you tell me in hello what is the index position of first L? What is the index position of first L? What is the index position of first L? Come on, first जल्दी से टाइप करो. 2. Sure. Okay. We will see that the index position is 2. Okay. Now, if you have a string, suppose मान लो एक string है good morning, or we'll take it in a different topic, accessing characters, accessing characters of a string, accessing the characters of a string. So for example, let's say I write A is an identifier pointing towards a variable or labeling a variable containing string literal or string value good morning. Now in this, if you want to print M, okay, if you want to print M, or if you want to use this value only one character M, so what we can do is which character or which position is M, first of all we'll have to find. So if you check here 0, 1, 2, 3, even this blank space is a character which is 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th. Okay, so what is the index position of M? We will see that the index position of M is, yes, 5. M का 5 है. Now in order to only access this particular character M, okay, you have to point towards this index. And how do you point towards this index position and the character and fetch that character from that index position? You can do it by print. You will say, I want to access in the string A index at the element or character at index position 5. Okay. So ये करोगे, once you do that, remember we use box bracket along with the name of the string, and the box bracket will contain the index position from which you want to extract that particular character. Okay, so this will give you the output as M. Okay. Similarly, if you have to print first N, what will be the index position of first M? First M is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you can write print A 8. Okay, output will be N, that is the first N. If you want to access the last character, either you write print A 11, which will give you the output as G. Okay, and if you don't know the string length of the string, suppose you have accepted in a user input, then in that case what you can use is, we have seen that the last index position is length of the string minus 1. So you can write, in the string A, I want to access a character, yes Prashant, correct, a character at the index position which is equals to len of that string, that is len A minus 1, and then this will also give you the output as G. Okay. Another is, yes, good. Another way is, इसके लिए one more thing I'll write. If you start considering indices, plural होता है index का, indices from right to left, okay, right to left, okay, starting from last character, then counting starts from -1. Okay, and ends at len minus of the minus negative of the length of the string. Okay, ठीक है. So this is also another way. So इसमें you can write print a minus 1. So this will also give you an output as G. Okay. So अगर नेगेटिव करेंगे इंडेक्सिंग तो you will see that G is -1, N is -2. ठीक है. So you can start नेगेटिव इंडेक्सिंग के लिए G is -1 and ये वाला G जो है that will be, what will be the value of the first character? फर्स्ट कैरेक्टर का वैल्यू क्या होगा? इंडेक्स पोजीशन, इफ यू स्टार्ट कंसिडरिंग इंडेक्स पोजीशंस फ्रॉम राइट टू लेफ्ट, क्या होगा? दैट इज नेगेटिव ऑफ द लेंथ. एंड व्हाट इज द नेगेटिव ऑफ द लेंथ? सो 12 है, तो यू विल गेट एज -12. ओके, नाउ इफ यू प्रिंट a -7, what will be the output? जल्दी बताओ, 10 सेकेंड्स है तुम्हारे पास. एवरीवन, m. Okay, 1 -1 -2 -3 -4 -5 -6 -7. Correct. Output is m. So yes, output will be m. ठीक है. So this is all about indexing. Now we'll come to the next feature, which is slicing. What is slicing? Slicing is the process of obtaining string from an existing string, So how will you get the slices? So in this, let's say if you have, so if you have an original string as, मान लो ओरिजिनल स्ट्रिंग है इस तरह का, a is equals to देयर इज नो स्पेस, मतलब ऐसा कुछ स्पेस नहीं है, आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग इट, थोड़ा से अच्छे से लिख रहा हूं सो दैट we can put the numbering on the top and it becomes clear, the index positions. Good morning. Okay. Now, if you see what is the index positions of all the characters. So let's say if you start, देखो ये बहुत important concept है, for sure you will be getting 1 to 2 marks in objective और objective, मतलब 1 marker में आएगा, वो तो 100% आएगा, ठीक है? So be very careful with this. Let's say we will start numbering. अगर left to right जाओगे तो counting will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, spaces 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If you start from right to left, this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -7, ये स्पेस जो है -8, -9, -10, -11 and -12. ठीक है? So I have written both the ways. Now if you have to obtain a smaller string, ठीक है, obtain a smaller string or a chunk from this entire whole, which will be called a slice. Slice क्यों कहते हैं? Let's say if you have a cake, मान लो ये केक है, उसमें से एक स्टार्टिंग कट और एंडिंग कट मारते हो विथ नाइफ, ठीक है, डोंट यू गेट अ स्लाइस? ओके, सो दिस इज अ slice from cake, and slice from cake है, and for the slicing to happen, okay, you need to make cuts, ठीक है, for slicing to happen you need to make cuts, ठीक है? So cuts, how many cuts? Make 2 cuts, तभी ना स्लाइस निकलता है. लेट्स से दिस इज अ केक, उस केक में 1 cut you will make from here, another cut you will make from here, then you will obtain a slice, ठीक है? If the angle is less you will get smaller slice, or if the angle is more you will get a larger slice. तो कुछ उसी टाइप का कंसेप्ट होता है. इसीलिए फ्रॉम द होल स्ट्रिंग इफ यू मेक 1 cut and another cut, whatever falls in the middle you will get the slice, ठीक है? A sliced string from the whole string. Therefore this process is called a slicing, ठीक है? Now in order to make for the slicing to happen, you will have to specify from which string you need to specify हाँ वो तो लिख ही दिए, you need to make cuts, ठीक है? अब उसका सिंटेक्स कैसा होता है? Syntax will be like string, in the box bracket you will write start position from where the first cut you are making, okay, start colon and end, okay. Optionally we will see that optionally you can also specify step value, okay. So this is optional. step value पे थोड़ी देर बाद आएंगे. Optional, ठीक है? And also remember, note start is included and end is excluded. ठीक है, स्टार्ट इंक्लूडेड होता है और एंड होता है वो एक्सक्लूडेड होता है. दैट मीन्स कट कहां से होगा? स्टार्टिंग कट एट स्टार्ट and ending cut to be considered at end minus 1. ठीक है, दो यू आर मेंशनिंग एंड बट एंड माइनस 1 पे हम लोग एंड कट लगाएंगे, मतलब दैट विल बी कंसिडर्ड व्हाइल एक्चुअली परफॉर्मिंग द स्लाइसिंग. ठीक है, नाउ लेट अस सी द एग्जांपल. इफ आई राइट, इसके बेसिस पे नाउ इफ यू से a 1 से 5, what will be the output? I'm not writing print, assume कर लो print में लिख रहा हूं. What will be the output?
O O और D और this.
जल्दी बताओ, you have 10 seconds.
सर मेरी
Everyone.
आवाज जा रही है? सर सर
Yes, fast. जल्दी से लिखिए, टाइप कीजिए.
सर am I audible?
So that I'm sure you have understood. OOD. System volume on. Why, Saurabh? You're not able to listen to me. Am I not audible? Or you're getting some echo surround sound? अच्छा, कुछ ऐसा है क्या? I'm not able to listen to you people. Let me check what may be the reason. Give me a minute. हो सकता है. Okay, what you do is एक काम करो. हम यहाँ पे तो पूरा है. Just a minute. Okay, what I'll do is I'll you all be here. I'll just disconnect and will join back. ठीक है, मैं वापस disconnect करके एक बार join करता हूँ. You all be here. We'll just take 10 minutes more. Maybe system volume का कुछ problem आ रहा है.